And we are moving to my other favorite, Minion. Just kidding. But still, Shachar Peled, cultural correspondent, i24news. What do you have for me?
Well, we are going to focus on Pixar today, the big one and only animation studio. Or rather,
Are they the more successful now?
What's going on with Pixar? Well, you can say successful and see it in many different ways, but real Pixar lovers see it as another way. Yes, okay. We're going to talk about Nemo very soon, but first let's look at Pixar in a general way.
Okay.
Pixar, since the 1995 Toy Story has seen unparalleled success, critical and commercial. And it has, I think, only almost 30 Oscars and $8 billion worldwide. Everyone loves Pixar, and every Pixar film is an event.
Almost like the new Disney, aren't they?
Yes. Now they're part of Disney with the $7 billion dollar deal in 2006. But apparently they're not perfect, and it seems for some that the golden age of Pixar is behind them. Several reasons. We'll get to Finding Nemo soon, or Finding Dory, the sequel.
And we have a graph also.
Yes, but we'll see the graph in a few moments. First, we'll talk about Pixar closing only last month the Canada animation studio. Pixar had a department there for the past 3 years, and they decided to close it. Well, the official announcement was that it's a refocus of efforts and resources under one roof in the Emeryville, California studios. But I think this is one step that is stating since the Canada department was focusing on short films based on Pixar features and testing out new ideas. The fact that they're closing something that's looking at new ideas, that's a first step of where they're going. Another thing that's sort of a problem is that in 2014, it's going to be the first time in 10 years that Pixar is not going to release a film.
Really?
Yes. Well, when someone asked John Lasseter about it, he's one of the masterminds of Pixar, he said that the making of every Pixar films begin with the same question: what if? What if toys really came to life? Or what if there are really monsters in the closet?
Yeah.
And the Happy Dinosaur, the new Pixar release, is the biggest what if. What if the great asteroid wouldn't have 65 million years ago wouldn't have hit Earth? And it's supposed to be a lovely story about dinosaurs, but it was pushed from 2014 to 2015, marking since 2005 the first time Pixar won't be releasing a film.
Huge in many ways.
It's amazing.
And why has it been pushed?
Once again, official reason is that they wanted to make a good film and they still needed the time, so
obviously,
they want to live to Pixar standards. But there were very various production problems, very big problems there. They actually removed director Bob Peterson and have yet to name another director. And there's also all sorts of intrigues behind the scenes there that something's going on. And
didn't it deal with Disney? And really, I'm just asking, didn't it secure their place, or is there an interference?
Well, the 2006
management?
deal, I think, managed to release very unique films like WALL-E and Up and Ratatouille, which were very, very original and amazing. But since then, I think the merchandise issue has become greater. And, for example, Cars, that was a film that was disliked by children. Loved by children, but disliked by adults, and still they chose that one as one of their sequels because it's very easy to merchandise Cars. So that's and moving on to sequels, which is another problem. If we could see the graph now, what we can see is that between 1999 and 2009, there was one sequel, Toy Story 2, and which was lovely, but
very successful.
Very successful. But in the past 4 years, there have been 3 sequels. 3 sequels in 4 years. Monsters University being a prequel, but still. And Brave, the only original story, wasn't that great.
But hold on, are sequels within the? And I really don't know. Maybe Tony knows. But are sequels in the animated world something that shows that is the success, or it's rebranding the same story and capitalizing on it.
You can look at it both ways. I was actually visiting the Pixar animation studios, the headquarters in Emeryville, California, and I talked to a technical director there, and he said that they are spending so much time and effort in building such a unique and special world every time that they can't squeeze it all into one film. There's so many stories left behind, so they want to put it in another film. That's one option. The other option is that it's a financial...
Exactly. I mean, if you look at I will admit, I'm a huge animated films fan. You know, Shrek lost me in number 3.
Okay.
And because there's, it just becomes...
Because it becomes part of merchandising, and these films finance the other films that are the original stories, so that's why they continue doing it. But there's a lot of criticism about the sequel thing, and Finding Dory, which is the sequel for Finding Nemo.
Really?
Yes.
What was Finding Dory? I haven't heard of it.
Ellen DeGeneres voiced the fish with the short...
I'm awful. When was this? Where was I?
The short-term memory loss, and now it's back with a new film, but this was now pushed into June of 2016. So it's all been pushed back. Maybe they're taking time to make it really better, but still it's a sequel. So many Pixar and animation lovers are quite disappointed with that, and all the genius storytelling that Pixar is so proud of is something that they feel is left behind.
Wait a second, I got to break the Nemo thing down, and we have some more time. There was Finding Dory? I missed Finding Dory?
No, Finding Dory is a sequel for Finding Nemo. It's in the making. It's going to be released in 2016. It was supposed to be released 2015, but now it's all pushed back. Once again, because something's
Dory's
going on.
Dory's going to be lost for years now.
Yes, with a short-term memory loss. Once again, I love Pixar myself, and I think every one of these films is going to be great. But
what was the thing that made Pixar so new at the time? That was the thing.
First of all, Pixar started as the effect department of George Lucas back in 1986, and they were he didn't really believe in them, and then Steve Jobs came along and bought them, and ever since that was actually the main headquarters in Pixar today. The main lobby there is the Steve Jobs Hall, so it's all part of Steve Jobs' vision. And
is that do we think that in many but he wasn't really connected to it towards the end, was he?
No, well, at the beginning he was very connected, and he was part of Pixar that much that when Disney actually purchased Pixar, he was the biggest shareholder of Disney, because once they bought them, he became bigger than Roy Disney himself.
Steve Jobs, the man, the legend, but still,
So they started off great, and now something's happening.
Guys,
absolutely.
Tony will come with Tony will come with me to the showing of, what was it? Dory? Finding Dory?
Finding Dory, yeah. 2016, though. You have time, guys.
We do have time for that. But I'm sorry, a little bit of confusion here with times. You said it was Jobs that bought it, then the Disney thing. Really quickly, we don't think that his, demise has something to do with the fact that there was no
absolutely not. Because once again, since '95, once they had Toy Story, everyone was shocked by Toy Story. It was amazing, and this was something that a vision coming to life. And since then, since '98, actually, every year a movie, and it's an event. Everyone goes to see those movies. But once again, since Cars and then making Cars 2,
we don't know what the future will entail.
And the sequels for Toy Story, which were great. We don't know what the future will be.
Guys, this is it for us this morning. Very exciting animated morning. Visit us on the web on Facebook, i24news, where you can find us. Don't forget to join us tomorrow for another morning edition to start your day every single day.